Hi guys, two travelers from Mexico. It is 60 degrees and it's cold. Where's your gloves that I gave you?
It is cold.
They're on top of the counter. Why don't you go get them?
I'll just keep my hands in
All
my
right.
pockets, or like this.
Yeah, he was cold the other day, so I gave him a pair of gloves that I bought, being the kind-hearted wife that I am, and now they're all stretched out, so I can't use them. But anyhow, I guess I should have known that, letting him wear them, that I would never get him back.
Yeah, my hands are like 3 times the size of hers. So there you go. A little shot for comparison there.
So today we're going to talk to you guys about transportation. All right, we got some notes here just so we don't forget. Hopefully I don't have any food in my teeth. We just got through eating. That's not attractive.
I probably do.
Okay. Transportation in Mexico overall is what?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. There are a lot of public transportation options available. What I think we'll start out first, or what's at least first on Paulette's list, is if you bring your own car in here and you get a foreign-plated car, you get 4 years depending on how long you keep your temporary residency for.
True. Your temporary residency can go up to 4 years. That's what mine is at. The very first year, you only get uno year.
Uno año.
Right. And then after that, you can renew it for an additional year, 2 more years, or go straight to the 3 years. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
So, so I wanted my car here. We've driven out twice now back to the United States. Anyhow, that's just one thing. I don't know whether it's really under transportation, but it's a car and, it's transportation, right? So, if you bring your foreign plated car, you can have it here for up to 4 years. And then you have to drive it out. I was going to say walk it out. You have to drive it out.
If you do bring your car here, be prepared for some crazy driving. However,
I don't know, the United States is getting pretty bad.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Just be prepared if you're going around a roundabout and you're on the outside lane, getting ready to turn right or something. The car on the inside lane can also just make a right-hand turn in front of you.
Right in front of you.
So.
Right in front of you. That's happened to me so many times.
Yeah.
Some of the roundabouts have 3 lanes.
Yeah.
And the very inner one, they'll cross the car in the middle and the car to the right.
Yeah.
Not a good idea, but I don't know, crazy driving here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some of the transportation that I have listed here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uber. Uber's pretty
Well and
available
alive.
almost everywhere. I don't believe it's available in Oaxaca, and it was not available in Campeche.
No, it was not.
Where we just were, but still, it's in a lot of different places here.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's here in San Luis.
Yeah.
Taxis? Did you want to say more about it?
Yeah, I mean, Uber, just like it is in the United States, pretty reliable. When you call when you request an Uber driver on the app, it'll pop up after a driver's accepted. It'll show you where the driver's at compared to where you're at. Give you an estimated time of arrival.
The car, the name of the person.
The name of the person picture. So it's very safe.
Right.
Very safe.
Right. So Uber is very well alive in Mexico. Not all places in Mexico, like Mark was just saying, that we're aware of. There may be many other places.
Yeah.
Uber. Now, so, like in San Luis Potosí, and I think other airports, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even bus terminals, Uber's not allowed to come in.
Yeah, the way they get around that, though, is they still come and pick you up, but you have to pretend like it's just a friend picking you
like
up
a
or
family
something.
member or
like,
something.
Yeah, you load your own bags into the trunk and stuff, and we've done that too, because the San Luis airport does not allow Uber drivers to come in either, but they come and get us anyway. We just act like they're our friends and load our own luggage into the trunk, things like that.
Yeah. Give them a hug. Oh, nice to see you. Okay. In San Luis Potosí, and maybe some other places, I'm not really sure because we live here and not there. Here, there are no Uber buses. That would be funny.
There are, however, urban buses.
Sorry, I can't even read my own writing. Urban buses where you can get a pass.
Right.
And Mark and I just recently did that.
Right. Now the urban buses are pretty big. They're sort of tin canny inside. I mean, it's not, I would say, a comfortable ride by any means, but they're okay. You know, they go a lot of different places. They're, I don't know, like 9.9 pesos to ride or something, but you just give them 10 peso. However, we went and got the urban pass, which is like a, you know, they take your picture. It's a little credit card thing that they give you.
We should have showed it and just blocked out.
And they have, either have a little reader on the bus. You just hold your card up there and it tells the driver if you still have money on it or not.
Yeah. I'm not real sure which one are the urban buses yet because we haven't done that, but we
Right.
bought the pass.
And
Figured it would be convenient to do that so you don't always have to have the 10 pesos on you.
And where we live in San Luis, the urban buses and the city buses are the same make and model of bus, and they're painted yellow, the same color.
So there are the urban passes that you can get, or just take the urban bus. And there's city buses, which are great. I mean, they come around, I'd say, about every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe a little
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have to wait very long at all. But you can get the passes, which are convenient, which means that you don't have to have the 10 pesos on you. And when you are old, like us, you get a discount on it too, right? Instead of it being 10 pesos per ride, which is like 50 cents, it's actually 5 pesos, which is like 25 cents.
Yeah.
And some of them go a pretty good distance too for your money, for sure. Okay, want to hit on this?
We don't see them a lot, collectivos, here in San Luis. They were everywhere in Morelia, and a lot of people use them. Again, they were also 9 pesos to use to get around the city, which is pretty nice in Morelia.
They're a white van. They take out the seats. You said there's seats. There are seats. But they take out the seats and put almost like wood seats around it like this. So it's like a U shape rather than having the seats in it. Easier, I think, for people to get in and to get out. Yeah.
And so they were everywhere in Morelia. We've seen them in other cities too, but Morelia definitely made good use of collectivos.
Yeah, I've only seen them a few times here, and that was at Parque Morales.
Parque Morales,
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about bus terminals.
Bus terminals, the ones we've been into have been pretty decent.
Autobus.
Autobus, Terminal de Autobuses.
Autobus.
And they do what you would expect them to do. There are several different bus lines that come in there, and you can buy tickets. And
again, 50% off.
With the senior pass.
With the senior pass.
When you're old like Paulette.
That's right. When you're old like me, you can get 50% off. And they only say that there's so many seats reserved for that, but we've never had a problem buying ours and getting the 50% off.
Yeah.
There's many different lines. There's many different bus lines. One is ADO, which we're familiar with. We rode that in Campeche back to Merida. They almost like have their own bus terminal. And so anyhow, it's a large company. It serves the eastern half of the country here in Mexico. And I thought they were a really nice bus. What did you think?
Yeah, they were nice. For me, probably not as nice as ETN or Primera Plus, only because there's a little more legroom, I think, in the Primera Plus and the ETN buses. And those bus lines all have TVs that you can watch while you're riding to the.
Well, we're familiar with Primera Plus. You call it Plus?
Plus, yeah.
Plus. And ETN is another one. And They're pretty much luxury and comfort buses, in my opinion.
Yeah, much better than the buses we ride in the United
And
States.
if you get the first two seats, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have tons of leg room.
Yeah, like sit by the emergency exit in an airplane, you get a lot more leg room in.
Right, and it's the one that's right behind the driver.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2 is on one side, 3 and 4 is on the other. In the very back of the bus, there's 2 restrooms, one on each side. So that's nice. Also, the seats are reclining, which is nice. They're pretty plush, I think.
Yeah.
You get a lot of them have the TVs, little screen TVs like you'd find like on airplanes. They have the electronic connectors if you need to charge anything, or you have some earbuds or whatever you want to put in and listen to music or whatever. They also have, I think there's music that plays on those TVs too, and there's what else? And they have the Wi-Fi. I don't
The
think it's that
Wi-Fi
great.
goes kind of in and out
Yeah.
on any of the bus lines that we ride, and
And
I
they have
think
air conditioning.
yeah.
And they have the curtains. Curtains. I was
Curtains,
doing
yeah.
like pull down curtains. They have the curtains that you
Slide.
can close or open, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
There's other bus lines too that we have not ridden on.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're the luxury and comfort ones, like the Primera Plus and the ETN. But they're called, I looked this up. It's Omnibus, de Oriente.
The Oriente.
Yeah, and Futura is another one that I see a lot on the road.
Yeah.
We pass that a lot when we're on buses. I think there's one that's called AERS. Not familiar with that. Can't tell you much about it, so I don't know. And how do you say tickets in Spanish, honey?
Boletos.
Yeah, boletos. So what we do is, you can do it one or two ways. Either you could wing it that day and go to the bus stop, buy your tickets. Hopefully they're available. Maybe not. We always go in advance to make sure that we
can
have the
get the
good
discount.
seats.
Yeah.
Have the good seats in the front.
And me, it's not so important for Paulette, but me being 6'5", I need a lot of leg room.
He does.
So
That's true. So there you have it on the transportation system here in Mexico. I think it's pretty darn good.
yeah,
It's really good,
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
really-
really cheap.
I'm really impressed with the buses. They're better than probably anything I've ridden in the United States in terms of comfort level. They're very safe to ride. Yeah,
Not like Ecuador buses.
yeah. That's the Ecuador bus driving experience is.
It's like,
That's basically it. Yeah, you take your life into your own hands
Yeah.
when you get on a bus there.
And you take your life in your own hands when you get off, because a lot of times when you're getting off those steps, they don't always
Yeah.
hold the bus.
Yeah,
So you
again-
gotta hurry up and get off
Yeah.
those buses before it.
Again, this is in Ecuador, not
Right,
Mexico.
right.
Mexico, they come to a full.
True, I just
Incomplete
threw
stop.
that in there for an extra bonus.
And, well, the other thing about the Ecuador buses is they just seem to stop whenever someone stuck out their hand. The Mexico buses that we've ridden, they only stop at designated bus terminals.
Well, we have had them. Are you talking the city buses, or are you talking,
I'm talking about the
the bus terminal buses?
bus terminal buses.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They have a destination. Sometimes there might be one stop along the way, and
Yeah.
a bunch of people will get off. In Ecuador, it wasn't like that. It was whoever wanted on, whoever wanted off, which I think is a little bit more dangerous too.
Yeah.
But that's not the case here in Mexico. I was just reading some postings on Facebook where people were asking if riding the buses from the bus terminal at night is safe. And have we ridden it at night? Not here, huh?
No, we haven't ridden the buses at night. We did coming back from somewhere, going back to Morelia But I would feel perfectly safe riding the buses at night.
I think that was from Mexico City.
Yeah.
When that was like, Mexico City is a terminal that if you're going on a long bus ride, like 9 hours or something like that, most of the time you're going to stop in Mexico City, get off there, and then from there catch
another bus to your final destination.
Right, catch another bus to your final destination.
But, yeah, I would have no qualms about riding a bus at night. You know, when you get out of the bus, you either want to contact an Uber driver if they're available, or make sure that you're riding with a taxi driver that's, you know, authentic, basically.
How are you going to know that?
Well, there's taxi stands that are sometimes inside the terminal that you
Right,
can buy your tickets
right. They
from.
got like a little station that you go
Yeah.
up to, and you tell them where you're going, and you pay them there, and then you take your ticket outside of the bus terminal.
Right.
And then one of the drivers right there.
Right.
So, and then if you want to tip them, you can tip them.
Right. And sometimes whoever sells you the ticket, you'll go outside and there'll be a certain person there. You show them your ticket and then they take you to whatever cab is next in line to go.
Right, usually it's
So-
the next one in line. I was going to hit something else, but poof. I don't know where that thought went. Something about buses. Something about Mexico City, bus terminal. Oh, I was going to tell you this. This is just what I do.
The light bulb goes on. Poof.
On the buses, sometimes what I'll do is I'll put my money in my shoe. We've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We started doing that when we were in Ecuador because buses were people were coming on and robbing people and stuff like that. That never happened with us. But I think it's a good idea. I would, just telling you, my experience, okay? Put your money in your shoes. We're not going to have you take your shoes off if somebody's robbing the bus. Your ID or something like that, maybe in your shoe, in your sock, something like that. I think that's a really good idea. It's not going to hurt to do that.
Yeah, the buses getting robbed in Mexico that's not a concern for me. I'm not worried about it, although I would still put money in my shoes just in case.
I mean, it's just one of those things that I did when we were traveling in Spain and Portugal and reading up on stuff like that. It's just, it's not going to hurt. That's my suggestion. Always be safe when you try to travel. Put your important, your passport somewhere really important. Don't leave it in your bag. If somebody were to come on the bus, not that they are, but if there's a small chance that somebody does come on the bus and rob it, they may take your whole backpack with everything in it. That's the only thing that we have, is we take our laptops with us.
Yeah.
And, if somebody stole our backpack, we would be screwed.
Yeah. Again, in Mexico, I'm not concerned about that. It was more of an issue in Ecuador. You get on the bus doesn't stop till it reaches a designated point. There's a door that locks between the main passengers and the bus driver, so they would have to try to get through that too, as well as getting through the bus driver's door.
And the other thing is on long bus rides, we've experienced where there's two drivers in the front, one in the passenger seat and one that's driving. And a lot of times, if there is a destination stop, let's say Mexico City, that driver usually will get off and the other one takes over. Or sometimes, maybe as a backup, if one gets tired, the other one's there to drive. I don't know. And then there are double-decker buses too.
Yeah.
So that's it on transportation. If you guys have any questions, leave us a comment below. Be nice, play nice. And that's it from the two travelers in Mexico for today. And 60-degree weather, cold for me. I don't like anything below 72, 71 maybe. Yeah. All right. So as always, from the two travelers in Mexico.
What she did.
Bye, guys.
Bye.